Hello and welcome. This is a reading for our lovely fire signs. My name's Reverend Stargazer from the International Metaphysical Ministry, working here on the Mid-North Coast. And this reading is general in nature only, so it may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that's fantastic. Take what resonates and use it to your advantage. If it doesn't resonate, then just move on to something else. This reading in no way constitutes medical or legal advice. For medical or legal advice, I suggest you speak to your doctor or your lawyer. Let's get straight into it. I've prepared your cards. So we're just going to start off with a shuffle. We'll do a 7-card spread and then we'll look at gaining some clarification on the reading. Feels like it's going to be a pretty good week for our fire signs. That's our Aries, Leos and Sagittarians. Week starting the 3rd of August 2020, angels, for our lovely fire signs. By the truth of the universal power within us, we're open and receptive to messages regarding the week, the 3rd of August 2020, for our fire signs, our Aries, Leo and Sagittarians. Bit more shuffle. How was last week for you guys? Was it good? Did you have a wonderful time last weekend? This weekend just gone by. Some of us are still under lockdown. Others of us are not quite under lockdown. First cards come out. And the first card is the Ace of Air. So this is the card for Monday, the 3rd of August. Brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth in a situation, a challenging beginning. So some of you may be off to a challenging beginning at the beginning of the week, where you are seeing the truth of a situation and maybe you don't like what you're seeing, but it's time for you to spread your wings and fly nonetheless. You may be feeling like a cliff's edge, and you just need to jump and take a risk regarding an endeavour. Lovely fire signs, but you've got wishes coming true this week. This is a week where if you make a calculated risk calculate your risks and jump into the deep, your wishes will come true. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, a love of life. And you have awakening. So you're actually reaching a state of awakening this week. Perhaps the challenge that you receive at the beginning of the week, once you evaluate the facts and make a calculated risk and jump in, you'll start to see results. Concerns will fade away and you'll reach a state of awakening. Review and evaluate. So you're being told a lot this week to really calculate where you're at. Really calculate your position with different things, creative endeavors, business endeavors, relationships, and really make a favorable assessment of the facts before diving in. But if you do, you may be moving in a new direction. And things will be working out well for you. Perhaps a Scorpio will actually be pretty prominent in your life this week. This could be a female or a male, but they're a feminine energy. A relationship develops to a new level. Trust your intuition and care for yourself and others. But this card is the card for Scorpio, so perhaps you're dealing with a Scorpio this week. Lovely fire signs. And perhaps there's competing goals there at play with that person. Bit of conflict. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So perhaps there's a conflict with a Scorpio that needs to be resolved. You need to make a favourable assessment of the facts. but it will work out for the best because you've got that wish card there. You've also got the Lovers there, so you're facing a decision regarding this person. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions of good health. So this week we're using the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I have ordered in a few other cards, other decks. I'm just waiting for them to arrive, waiting patiently. That's all we can do now. With COVID, mail takes a little bit longer, so we're just waiting. But I should have them by the end of the month, hopefully. And then we'll be able to start with some new decks. You have Justice, so all business decisions, all rulings will be made in your favour. You've got the Pillars of Society and the Scales of Justice there. So you need to stand up for what is right and true and make fair decisions for everyone concerned, not just yourself. But it says fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. With regard to making a decision, you may actually need to stand up for your beliefs. That's okay. Lovely fire signs. Perhaps that water sign's already stood up for their beliefs as well. Or they're standing up for their beliefs as well. But relationships are very prominent this week. You've got 3 relationship cards. Relationships develop to a new level. Relationships develop closer, and intimate relationships. So relationships are very prominent for you this week, very powerful. So you need to look at your relationships and what they mean to you and what you wish to gain out of them. Stand up for your beliefs with regards to your relationships. But bear in mind that you are going through an awakening, so your relationships are being tried and tested at the moment. And this is to push you in a new direction where you're gaining what you want out of the relationships, but you've also got something to offer. And wishes are coming true. So although there may have been a small conflict last week or the week before, things are actually moving in a positive direction. And you need to make a favourable assessment of the facts. So let's actually just get some more information. More information, please, for the week regarding the 3rd of the 8th, 2020 for our fire signs, our Aries, Leos and Sagittarians. More information, please, for our fire signs for the week regarding the 3rd of the 8th, 2020. You're moving away from turbulent waters. You're moving into a time of peace and prosperity. It says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Some of you may be traveling overseas, over water. Use your intuition at this time with regard to travel. If your intuition is telling you it's a bad time to travel, then perhaps I would listen to that. Listen to your intuition, have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting, particularly with COVID at the moment. Really think about what you're doing, whether you need to travel, whether it's a necessity for you to travel or not. Some of you are looking at education, lovely fire signs, maybe perhaps finishing. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic or going back to school. But the reason why I say finishing is because you've got the 9 of Earth there, which indicates a time where you'll be actually reaping the rewards for this study. The study that you've done, you'll be reaping the rewards for that. Enjoying life's little luxury, spending quiet time alone and successful self-employment. So you've been working diligently towards gaining some skills, and you'll be receiving messages as well, which will make your heart flutter. A new person enters your life, relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic abilities, and it feels like it's a rushed week for you. Like you're busy getting through it. Just want to get through things, get things done. That's the feeling that's coming over me right now. is that you just wish to get things done this week. And perhaps you're working and you'd be receiving lots of messages as well. So, you are moving in a direction where you're tying up loose ends and you're getting things done, perhaps finishing your thesis off, finishing your study, and you're moving in a positive direction. And you will be reaping the financial rewards for that. So you just need to have patience with yourself at this time and make a favourable assessment of the facts. Because I feel like fire signs, you have basically come to the end of a 2-year period. And we'll get more information for that too. But I feel that this is a timing card, 2 years, 2-year period. Too much going on at once. The need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. But I feel like that's a timing card. So let's see what's been going on for you for the last 2 years. Even though this is a weekly read for the 3rd of the 8th, 2020, what's coming to an end that's been going on for 2 years for our lovely fire signs? What's coming to an end that has been going on for our fire signs for the last 2 years? Angels. You're the wounded warrior. So you've been dealing with battles, whether they be internal or external. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. So you've been working diligently. You've been battling the dragon for the last 2 years. And you've been investing your time, energy, money and resources into an endeavour. And it is going to bear fruit. You just need to have a little bit more patience. Says seeds well planted, temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So perhaps you've been concerned and worried for the last 2 years about a project that you've been working towards, but it is coming together. So you just need to have patience and work towards it slowly. But you will but the reason why it's coming up for your weekly read is because this will be a pivotal week for you, because you had the 9 of Cups there. And you had the 9 of Pentacles there. So this is a week where change is quickly coming in, as you can see by the Knight of Air there. This is a quick card, things quickly coming in for you. Also can represent a knight in shining armour, someone who's intelligent, decisive, idealistic and tireless. This could be a counsellor, a policeman, ambulance worker, a therapist, someone who's actually quick-witted, has a fair sense of justice. They are definitely a Prince Charming, but it does represent events happening with great speed and take time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. So you've been looking for creative solutions regarding your investments, and you have been fighting the dragon back for the last 2 years, but it is coming to an end. This week. So you are coming into a new state of being as well, because perhaps you've been in a situation where things didn't turn out the way that you'd hoped that they would, and you were crying over spilt milk for a little period. Or maybe you're thinking now, well, I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I'm just going to get back on my feet and keep going. I'm just going to keep doing what I was doing. What didn't work out? What didn't work out for our lovely fire signs? Let's see. What didn't work out for our fire signs that's coming to a head this week? What didn't work out for our fire signs that's coming to a head this week? What didn't work out? You got the father figure there. You've also got the businessman there. This can also represent a woman with a masculine type energy. Organisation and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. Perhaps you're in a leadership role and it didn't quite work out the way that you'd liked it to as well, or you've applied for a position as a leader and it hasn't worked out, but that will be a blessing in disguise. because you've got events happening at great speed here. Delays are over, many things happening at once. So you're in a period where things are shifting, you're finishing up some study, new relationships are on the horizon. Relationships are definitely the focus for you at the moment. And self-employment is the focus for you at the moment. And you've been fighting back the dragon. They keep telling me that. So tell us more about that, fighting back the dragon, please, angels. What does that mean, fighting back the dragon? You've been waiting for this trip. You've been waiting for an opportunity to move out of turbulent waters and move into a calmer period in your life where things are happening more positively for you. And it says, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So things are happening for you. Also, I'm seeing the letters S, E, and G. S, E, and G. So people whose names start with S, E, and G will be coming up. Too many cards there. Push this out to 20 minutes today. Some of you will be reading letters or written communication, emails, things like that. Messages will be delivered to you this week. Challenging information, delays or changes to plans, truth delivered without tact, but you are moving in a positive direction with regard to your relationships. Receiving financial messages, messages to do with money and career. Your sadness is coming to an end because now you're reaching a state of balance. And that Scorpio, Pisces or Cancerian character will definitely be at the forefront for you this week. So I will leave that with you. If you'd like a free reading with me just for a short period, I'm doing free readings while I get up my social media accounts and my presence here on YouTube. So you can have a reading with me by emailing me your details to sandystargazer711@gmail.com. I'll be glad to make up a time and I can call you and we can do that reading over the phone. Or you can find me at inspirational messages at facebook.com, or you can find me on Instagram as Sandy Stargazer. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I'll see you next week. Have a fantastic week and goodbye for now. Bye.